Mm.
Hey Gig, what's up?
Tracking a big international story as well today. Let me show you the live pictures here. This is Seoul, South Korea, where currently it is 2:10 in the morning, Wednesday morning. Some bizarre scenes playing out in a very tense situation as well. The country's president overnight declared martial law, leading to major confusion, panic in the streets. The president is claiming a martial law is needed to fight against what he's calling North Korean forces and sympathizers that have infiltrated South Korea. But the move widely being condemned. In fact, South Korea's parliament has voted to lift the martial law declaration amid the chaotic scenes that have been unfolding outside of the country's parliament. South Korea's military previously banned all activities outside of parliament, but protesters could be seen demonstrating there in huge numbers. Lawmakers, opposition parties took to parliament to vote down the law. The Speaker of Parliament also declaring it invalid. Of course, South Korea was a military dictatorship for many, many years after the Second World War. But now, of course, it is a vibrant, thriving democracy. It's also a major Western ally in Asia and a key trading partner of both Canada and the United States. And we will continue to track this story very.
Let's take a live look at the situation in Seoul, South Korea. Now, there is uncertainty that hangs in the air after a surprise middle-of-the-night announcement. People are outside the South Korean parliament right now protesting the president's declaration of martial law. The U.S. government is deeply concerned about the situation and has been in contact with South Korean officials. Let's dig deeper into this with CBC's Chris Reyes, who is.
Do you think the self is real or an illusion? Sam Harris always bangs on about it being an illusion, but it seems retarded to even say that. I don't know what he means by the self. I don't know what he means by illusion. No fucking clue, dude. If I don't understand what he is like trying to say, I can't really answer that for you.
Joining us from New York. Chris, what more do we know about the situation?
Yeah, those are some pretty incredible scenes outside the National Assembly complex in Seoul. You see some military officials in full gear entering the parliamentary building. As far as we know, there may be an emergency meeting happening right now inside of the parliament, as well as protests outside from members of the opposition party. And as you mentioned, Natasha, so far the only thing that we've heard from the U.S. State Department is that they are watching this situation with great concern. Local time in South Korea right now, Natasha, is early morning hours of Wednesday, and South Korea's President Yoon Suk-yeol declared martial law on Tuesday night in a televised address. This is a significant move. It's been more than 40 years since South Korea declared martial law. This means that parliamentary activities are going to be suspended. Military can suppress any public protests. Media and other publications would be put under state control. The president said that it's the only way to restore stability in his country against threats from the opposition party that he accused of sympathizing with North Korea. The declaration came as President Yoon's People Party and the opposition Democratic Party were deadlocked over a budget bill. bill. In that televised address, Natasha, he said that he declared martial law to protect the Free Republic of Korea from the threat of North Korean communist forces, to eradicate the despicable pro-North Korean anti-state forces that are, in his words, plundering the freedom and happiness of our people, and to protect the free constitutional order. As you can imagine, this has thrown South Korea's government into chaos. Parliamentary staffers were seen spraying fire extinguishers at military officers as they tried to breach the building. The leader of the opposition called the move unconstitutional. Members of the party, as we've been showing you, are currently gathered outside the parliamentary building in Seoul. They are chanting no to martial law.
Chris, this announcement from the president is coming in the middle of the night. Clearly a lot of emotional reaction from people. How did we get here? How did we get to this point?
Yeah, some background. So President Yoon took office in 2022. He's considered to be a conservative leader who ran on an anti-corruption national security platform. He advocated for a stronger stance against North Korea and forging stronger alliance with the U.S. South Korea's parliamentary system just has one chamber in their National Assembly, and that is controlled by the opposition.
Since we're getting closer to 2025,
Oh my God.
To be here.
What socks do you have on today?
They're not red today.
That's good.
I've gone for something somewhat darker.
Yeah, there were some choice comments about your decision in our last podcast.
Well, I think they're more like choice comments about the positioning of the camera that you decided to set up where it was. But the less said about that, the better.
Sure.
On with the show.
Do you think there's such a thing as bad art?
Well, that's quite the question to begin with. And I hate to say it, but I think to answer that, we have to ask, what is art? And I know that's the kind of question that people of your ilk, philosophers, like to talk about. And I think that kind of question is actually one reason why a lot of people struggle to get into art, because they're trying to enjoy painting, and you're here sort of wondering whether if I spilt some wine on my white shirt and it was sort of in the shape of a dog, whether that was a work of art or not. But anyway, I don't think we need to get into all that. So to answer the question of whether there's bad art, what is art in the first place? And there's a little sort of thought experiment I like to do, which tells us something quite important about the nature of art. So imagine if I held before you a blank piece of paper. I mean, I have one here. So I held this before you. If I set fire to this, what do you think your reaction would be?
I'd be worried for this fine building, but outside of that, I wouldn't think very much of it.
Sure, okay. And now imagine if this on this piece of paper there was something with a very nice pattern on it. Just something, simple, some triangles and squares, but it made a pretty pattern and I burnt it. What do you think your reaction might
It would
be?
probably depend on whether this was a one-of-a-kind, handmade, or if it was
Okay.
just mass-produced, but I think I still wouldn't mind.
But you might be ashamed to lose something that's kind
Sure.
of pretty bad. You
Yeah.
think, oh, what a shame. Anyway, third question. What if I had a photograph of your mother,
No.
or a drawing of your mother for that matter, and I burnt it in front of you? What would your reaction be?
Well, my reaction would probably be to laugh, because I know you're just doing it to make a point. But I think if you went and did that to someone on the street, they wouldn't be very happy about it. But I wonder, is that to do with the thing itself or with what you're trying to say by doing it?
Well, this is my point. So I think there we've discovered essentially two kinds of art. I mean, there are only really two kinds of graphic art. When I say graphic art, I mean sort of visual art. Let's say painting for now, but it could be drawing, whatever it is. In the first case, if it's a nice pattern, it's essentially abstract, something that's just pleasing in and of itself for reasons, to do with natural proportion and color, how sort of orange and blue go very nicely together, or purple and gold, and certain shapes and certain patterns. They're very pleasing to us, regardless of what they are. It doesn't matter. Now, the second kind, with a photograph of your mother that I was burning, the reason it bothers you is because, well, there's a representation of your mother on there, and you attach some significance to that. The point being, art is essentially representational. Art is always in reference to something else. It's trying to say something. So in that case, what it's trying to do is portray your mother and perhaps say something about her. So I think you can essentially define art as a language, right? Especially in the representational sense. It's trying to say something and it's trying to say it in a particular way. And then you can evaluate art, whether it's good or bad, based on what it is trying to say and how well it says it. And the reason I like this is because one of the biggest sort of questions that always comes up with a good art versus bad art, how can we judge it, is, well, what about fascist propaganda? What about Nazi art? We say, oh, it could be very well made. It could be technically very impressive. And,
Did you hear Trump joked about annexing Canada?
No, haven't heard of that. I don't think he understands what annexing means. I don't think he understands what anything means. Not sure why Trump has such a problem with Canada all of a sudden. If I had to guess, it probably has something to do with Justin Trudeau. I think he really doesn't like Justin Trudeau. But thanks for the donation, Cody.
the beautiful draftsmanship or whatever it is, but it's obviously saying something bad that we think is morally wrong. And it seems it's very difficult to reconcile the fact that something can be technically impressive, but equally morally wrong. So when you think about art in that way, as a language, it's trying to say something. And the question is, what is it saying and how does it say it? You can judge it on the first ground, the moral ground, and on the second ground, which is, I guess, technical. And I think that's a pretty simple way to answer the question of whether or not art is good or bad. But it does throw up some very interesting questions, I think. I mean, we're in a church right now, and I think religious art is particularly interesting. When we think about the most famous religious art in the world, one of your favorite pieces of art, maybe your favorite, David by Michelangelo. Now, I'm curious if you think that is a good work of art. I mean, it's a bit of a
Confirmation, Alex O'Connor is a fucking gay pants pooper. His fucking favorite work of art is a naked dude showing off his fucking pee-pee.
I suppose it's a silly question, but tell me.
It's interesting. David is probably the most spectacular man-made item that I've ever seen. I think it's been my favorite sculpture since the first time I saw it in Florence. Before that, it was Rodin's Prodigal Son.
Oh, another fucking dude showing his pee-pee. Oh, weird. He loves a lot of statues of naked dudes.
But the interesting thing about both of those is that there are multiple versions. With Rodin's Prodigal Son, if you see one in London or you see one in Paris, it's kind of the same thing. With David, because this is carved. Now, I don't really know how Rodin sculptures work, but it's some kind of cast. It gets like replicated somehow, right? And so there's no like original one.
Yeah,
There's
he liked to make them with clay with his hands, often on a smaller scale, and then his assistants actually in his workshop would then produce them on a larger scale in bronze or even in marble, and then they'd be cast several times.
Right, and so when you go and see like Rodin's Thinker, if you see the big one in the Rodin Museum in Paris, it kind of feels like you're seeing the real one. But there's also one like in the Vatican, and there's probably one in the V&A or somewhere, and you kind of feel like you're seeing the.
Yup, happened during the meeting Trudeau had with him. If you want to check it out.
Alright, MAGA is going full mask off. Why did I wake up and immediately see this tweet from the right-wing account NWokeness that says, ha 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 ha, holy shit, Trump told Trudeau that if Canada can't survive without ripping off the US, then perhaps they should be annexed. And I have a few thoughts. First of all, NWokeness is one of those accounts that was constantly whining about being called a fascist. Please don't call us a fascist. Then right when Trump wins, they immediately go mask off and say, perhaps we should annex Canada. But also, I thought, no way Trump is so dumb that he doesn't understand the mutually beneficial relationship that the US and Canada hold, but that was naive of me, because then I found this headline that reads, quote, maybe Canada should become the 51st state. Trump's swipe at Trudeau tariff complaints, and this happened during their recent meeting at Mar-a-Lago. Apparently things got pretty awkward, and let's get it straight from the source. This Fox News article says, the president-elect told the
If Canada cannot fix the border issues and trade deficit, Trump doesn't know what a trade deficit is. Oh my god. What a fucking idiot. Like, by the way, Canada has a pretty strict fucking border. I've crossed the border a few times. I don't know what the fuck Trump's talking about there.
Prime Minister of Canada, if they can't fix the border issues and the trade deficit, just magically fix both of them, he will levy a 25% tariff on all Canadian goods on day one when he returns to office. Trudeau told Trump he cannot levy the tariff because it would kill the Canadian economy completely. It would also kill the US economy. And Trump replied asking, so your country can't survive unless it's ripping off the US to the tune of $100 billion. Trump then suggested to Trudeau that Canada become the 51st state, which caused the Prime Minister and others to laugh nervously, sources told Fox News. But he continued, telling Trudeau that Prime Minister is a better title, though he could still be a governor of the 51st state. Sources told Fox News someone at the table chimed in and advised Trump that Canada would be a very liberal state, which received even more laughter. Trump suggested that Canada could possibly become two states, a conservative and a liberal one. This doesn't seem like a one-off joke that he's making. Like, the dude is actually entertaining this idea and thinking about how he could make this work. He told Trudeau that if he cannot handle his list of demands without ripping the US off in trade, maybe Canada really should become a state or two and Trudeau could become a governor. While sources say the exchange got many laughs, Trump delivered the message that he expected change by January 20th. Can I just remind you guys that Donald Trump bullied Trudeau to Mar-a-Lago in the first place with this bullshit threat of 25% blanket tariffs on all products coming into the US, which not only would hurt Canada, but that would nuke the US economy. That would nuke gas prices. It would nuke food prices. Everything would go up. And even aside from that, this is not diplomacy. This is the opposite of diplomacy. You have to remember that Canada is one of our close partners, not only geographically, but
Damn it. Trump is basically a fucking sixth grader.
literally one of our biggest trading partners, and Donald Trump wants to bully Trudeau into coming to Mar-a-Lago just so that he can get an optical win and say that, hey, maybe we will annex Canada. I'm sure that Trudeau really wants to work with you now, man. It's just bullying dressed up as some sort of harsh, strong leadership that his fans will eat up. And I'm not even going to begin to mention how pissed off it makes me that the same people who complain about being called fascists then go on and talk about annexing Canada. So Ashley St. Clair said, so epic. She's a big Trump supporter. And Wokeness said, how can you not love him? If President Biden made a joke about annexing other territories, these people would say that he had lost his mind. Meanwhile, Donald Trump can go around and make these threats that are honestly just vacuous, and they love it. They eat it up. They lap it up. It's scary, though. Think about it. This damages America's global reputation for a few reasons. I already said that Canada is one of our closest allies, a NATO partner, have been stronger on.
He's probably just full of shit.
The same thing, and it's pretty beautiful. David also has multiple versions because there are copies of David.
Sure.
There's a copy of David in the V&A, the Victoria and Albert Museum in London. There's a copy of David in Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas, which I saw recently.
Wow.
One of the few life-size replicas of David. But they don't have the same effect because there's something about picturing the block of marble and Michelangelo releasing the sculpture from that block of art, from that block of marble, which there's something about the skill, there's something about the technical proficiency that I think is quite marvelous. So probably my favorite sculpture in the world, yes, David. I like it a lot. But I don't think it's just a representation of David, because when I see the copy in Caesar's Palace in Vegas, I always find it more funny than impressive.
Sure. Well, this is kind of to my point somewhat about what makes a work of art good, what it's trying to say and how well it says it. Clearly, whatever Michelangelo was trying to say, he said very, very well. I mean, I haven't seen the real thing, I must confess. I've seen the replica in the V&A, and it's simply astounding, the scale of it. I really felt like I was standing in front of a giant. You know, you sort of read in the Bible or, you know, in all of literature and literary history, folk tales from around the world, you read about giants. And I never knew what it meant to stand before a giant until I was there with David, and there was just a colossal man. It's more than 5 meters tall, which people don't realize. I mean, one of the reasons people don't realize that we may get into which is that they usually just see photographs of it, cut off from any context. Anyway, before we get to that, when you look at David, though, Michelangelo's David, are you seeing the biblical King David and thinking about him preparing to fight Goliath? Or are you seeing the work of a man called Michelangelo, this wonderful Italian artist, and you're admiring his work, and you're not thinking about the biblical king? That's a question.
I know. I know.
You know what I'm driving at.
We were in the V&A together, and we saw this replica of David. And I think I was saying to you, like, it's really cool, but it's got dust on it, and you should really see the real thing because it's just such a masterful sculpture. And you
were saying, look at the sinews. You can see the sinews and the veins on his hand. Isn't it so impressive? The way he's standing on the muscles.
And you had a go at me because you said I was sort of worshipping the wrong thing, if you like.
Well, I wasn't having a go. You weren't wrong to do that. It is absolutely astounding, technically, which is what he said, what he wanted to say very, very well. But what I don't think my understanding is, and certainly the fact that when I asked you what you thought of it, you gave me a litany of reasons why you loved it. Not one of them had anything to do with David and Goliath and the story that was being depicted. In which case, I think by those metrics, you can say that David maybe a brilliant work of art in some sense, but I don't think it's good religious art. It's certainly not good Christian art. I don't know how many people who've ever looked at that statue, the most famous statue in the world, I think, probably alongside the Thinker. I don't know how many people have ever looked at that and been drawn to sort of feel a greater, I don't know what the word would be, to understand more clearly the nature of David and his story. Surely, I mean, no doubt some people have. But I think that David and certain other works like that from the Renaissance, when you really think about them, even maybe Michelangelo's ceiling of the Sistine Chapel, a lot of Raphael's Madonnas, too often we're drawn to admire the technical skill of these artists. Like, I can't believe how realistic it is. I can't believe how beautiful this is. But the truth of the story they're trying to represent, what they're trying to tell us, sort of gets left behind. And I think you can make a pretty convincing case that it's maybe it's good technical art, maybe it's good pagan art. David is probably the greatest ever pagan statue that's been made, right? Because it's essentially, it's what do we look at when we see it? We see man at his finest and his greatest, completely naked. It wasn't the first, I don't think, full-size. Donatello, I think, did the first full-size nude male statue since antiquity, shortly before Michelangelo.
What do you think of this chick? She was the ring girl with the big titties in the Tyson Paul fight.
Don't really find her attractive. Not into the fake boobs. It's a pretty big turnoff for me. But not my type. Thanks for the donation.
Then again, so are a lot of SJWs these days are also 6th graders to like the ones that support Hamas.
Yeah, that's true, Dodo. It's definitely true. Thanks for the donation, Dodo. And thanks for the donation. Dodo is an autistic faggot. That's literally his name. Duck donated $2. Let me see. That's a lot of ducks. Thanks for the donation, Duck.
You know why you choked, faggot? I'm Big Lenny's soul and I tried to choke you on the vegan air you were breathing. I know you killed Big Lenny. Adam Gugimos is only part-time schizophrenic.
Richard, last time I showed you outside, it wasn't like this. A week or two ago, and now it is. Oh, I'm just waiting for Richard to start streaming. He said he was doing a double. I got some shit planned, But anything's possible. And just an FYI, I don't have schizophrenia. That's a misdiagnosis. I have 2 ribs that rub each other, and it's under a shoulder blade. It pushes my shoulder blade, and the 2 ribs are connected to discs. the discs hold my spine, and it feels like bolt cutters to my spine sometimes. It rubs my shoulder blade, that irritates my skin, goes to my shoulder and locks up my elbow. 'Tis
It snowed here too. Thanks for the donation, Big Lenny Soul.
And will
I
we
talked
are on
about
the
Alex
subject of
Jones.
facets.
Alex Jones is suing the Sandy Hook parents. Oh my god. What the heck? Alright, let's take a look at this.
Recently, basically having his studio shut down, if you guys remember. And he was standing there like in the dark. The lights are off and everything. And he's trying to make them like walk him out, basically, the police. He just cannot accept that he's lost everything because of the Sandy Hook families. Now, I've already talked about it, so I'm not going to go into detail, but there's an update. Alex Jones, as this article is titled, Demon Ghoul Alex Jones sues Sandy Hook parents. He's suing the Sandy Hook parents, okay? Again, not going to go through all of this if you're unfamiliar, but just a bottom line. There was a massacre in Sandy Hook, Connecticut, in the schools. A terrible attack. Lots of young children died. 6 years old, I think, some of them. Alex Jones claimed that it was a hoax perpetuated by the Democrats so they could ban guns, basically. And he quadrupled down on it. He doxed the parents of these children that died in this attack. Well, he had a guy on his show that doxed them. InfoWars doxed them, I guess. And so it got to the point where one of them checked out. He checked out because of what Alex Jones was doing. In my opinion, that warrants criminal charges. But he wasn't charged criminally. He was sued for defamation and some other things. And in the trial, he admitted privately to the families, handed one of them a note that said, I'm so sorry, basically. I know you're real, and I want to help. What can I do to help? The woman basically said, go f*** yourself. You made one of us check out. And we've had to move multiple times because we've been harassed and doxxed constantly by your stupid audience. So anyway, after losing a judgment, basically, in Texas against the families, I'm not exactly sure how this, maybe it was another group of people. Wait, what was the Texas case? Yeah, so Texas, there's a Texas case, a state level case brought against him, I think because he lives in Texas, brought against him by the Sandy Hook parents. Now, there's like a cap for how much you can pay in punitive damages and so on. But the bottom line is, in one of his cases, he didn't even show up to court, which means default judgment. That means the other party wins by default. They automatically win. And default judgments cannot be appealed. The system doesn't want people to try to delay the results by just not showing up and rescheduling. Generally speaking, the court system here tries to make things more efficient and quick and make sure everybody is charged fairly and all of that other stuff much quicker than many other like court systems, many other countries. So anyway, he had a default judgment of $1.5 billion. He had $1.5 billion judgment, and that's going to follow him for the rest of his life. He cannot get out of that, period. No appeals, no nothing. So they start to liquidate his assets, and they're giving it to the Sandy Hook families and stuff. Back in April or May 2024, this clip happens. He's sitting on a show, and he says this.
Transmission.
Hold on.
We have to stay here. We have to let them shut us down. We have to stand all the way to the end, and we're going to win.
Jones, I think everybody needs a war cry, man. Can you muster a war cry?
It's a big joke.
It's not really, though. I mean, it is, but it isn't. It's also inspiring.
My voice will completely go, but it's fine.
My voice will go completely go, but it's fine, I think he said.
It's my resistance to them. It's a God's transmission. It's a human under attack.
It's a God transmission. It's a human under attack. What?
It's a human under attack.
All right, let's go to let's go to one more speaker. Let's go to Myron.
Okay. Anyway, that's what happened to Alex Jones. Again, we're going to read this article about it in a second where he's suing the Sandy Hook parents. I just want to take a look at this one more video. This is from November 2024. I believe they turned the lights off at his old studio. I mean, he has a new studio that he set up under a new name and under new ownership and everything else. And the judge determined that he was allowed to keep the new setup so that he could continue earning money to pay the Sandy Hook families. So it's not like he's not going to be able to work anymore. He will. And it's not even that he's going to have to go to Rumble. He can still own his own studio. They're just, taking a large portion of it is all. Anyway, this is his last 15 minutes in his old studio here.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is 7:50 right now. I'm about to upload this to X. I just got word 15 minutes ago that my lawyers and folks met with the U.S. trustee over our bankruptcy this morning, and they said they're shutting us down even without a court order this morning.
This is so stupid. Without a court order? The court literally decided this, bro. He's going to make...
People like this seriously need to be arrested for hate speech. Alex Jones is like the school bully who lies to the principal that the kid they picked on started it first.
He really should have been tried with criminal libel, not just civil libel. Because what he said was absolutely fucking insane and unhinged. Thanks for the donation, though, Dodo. Vegetable Slayer $22. Have you ever talked to Cheap Lazy Vegan? I don't think she was an ethical vegan, just plant-based for health, but she made some ethical arguments in the video and talked about you.
Another day, another vegan hate.
I've never talked to her, ever.
When he fish himself.
The fish.
Okay, I didn't articulate. I not kind of few
Parallel to these two things. Okay? Can never thought large
video
in quantity.
I cannot give two fucking shits about grade A under A and some fucking random idiot reacting to him. Great. Whatever. I've never talked to her before. I think I might have seen one or two of her videos. Don't care. For the donation, though, Vegetable Slayer. Masterpiece donated $2. Watch Sandy Hook parents laughing and smiling before press conference.
Statement looks like the family is there.
Make a whole bunch of ridiculous, stupid claims in this. Just keep listening.
The Connecticut Democrats with the Onion newspaper bought us. They asked, did they outbid? They said, well, it was competitive. So they changed all the bidding rules, made it secret 2 days.
This is just bullshit. And Connecticut Democrats? What do Democrats have to do with anything? This is people that you defamed, that a jury of your peers determined you lied about intentionally and knowingly. Do you know how hard it is to win a defamation suit in the first place? And they overcame that burden of proof. They succeeded. That means you most definitely, absolutely, for sure, lied about them knowingly to have come to this point.
Ago, I had a bad feeling. I told you that.
And in the process, made people check out. If it were up to me, this would be a criminal trial.
2 days ago, I had a bad feeling. I told you that. And just like they tried to shut us down back in late May without a court order, they're supposed to have a court order.
I know they would have succeeded it had it gone to court, but they won by default. Not just in one. They just won by default in one case. There were three cases total, I think. I don't remember. And they won in all of them, in Connecticut and in Texas. And they are state-level cases. I saw earlier somebody was asking. Not federal. I believe they're state. Oh, Justin won? He actually showed up in others? Yes. Yes, he did. And lost. In lawsuits, they have punitive damages and they have restitution damages. I don't remember what it's called. Basically, what you spent to counteract the damage that Alex Jones did, that's one set of payments. So retributive, maybe? I don't remember what the word is now. But like the Sandy Hook families, they had to move from house to house to house because they kept being threatened. So the costs of moving and security would be put on Alex Jones in this set of judgment or whatever. And then there's punitive, which is punishment for Alex Jones doing this. It's not paying them back for what they are owed from him. It's a deterrent from people doing this in the future. And there's a cap on punitive damages. I believe they were awarded $50 million or something in punitive damages. But in Texas, here, $49 million in punitive damages, I believe, is what they ordered. This is not the default judgment. This is the one they actually showed up for, I think. But there's a $750,000 cap on punitive damages in Texas. Apparently, the judge opted not to apply the cap, though. I didn't know they could do that. Anyway, the point is, there were multiple cases, and he lost after showing up to multiple of these places. The default judgment of $1.5 billion, that one's probably moving forward first because there are no appeals. There's no way to kind of backtrack this. It is what it is. You lost, period. The path that you can take to kind of change things or correct it is over. That's it for the default judgment. So anyway, I believe that what's happening here is for the default judgment. We haven't seen what happens for the others yet. I just finished writing a book titled Was Hitler an Atheist? It talks about religions during the Third Reich and how they work together. Catholics, Jehovah's Witnesses, and Protestants. And I even address the lies told by the evangelical world about Bonhoeffer. It's on Audible and Amazon. Okay, let's continue.
Secret 2 days ago, I had a bad feeling. I told you that. And just like they tried to shut us down back in late May without a court order, they're supposed to have a court order. There's going to be injunctions filed.
There will not be injunctions. There is no need for a court order. You lost in a default judgment. That's just what it is, period.
I'm about to go live out of Harrison's American Journal studio. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going to be here until they come in here and turn the lights off. I'm going to say, where's your court order?
They don't need a court order. This is not your property anymore. You're standing in somebody else's property. A court order is not necessary for police to show up and escort you off of somebody else's property. That's what's happening right now. I mean, we all knew he lived in Fantasyland, though, right? We already knew that about him.
But I'm going to be here until they come in here and turn the lights off. I'm going to say, where's your court order? So this is all going down right now. They want to silence the American people, but we're not going to be silenced. Be sure and follow me at the Alex Jones Network at AJN Live.
That's his new system. Again, the judge allowed him to keep this system. It's not owned by him technically, but the court generally sees straight through attempts to move properties around to prevent them from being seized. There are forensic investigators that work for the court that follow money trails to see what you're doing with it, to try to recover it or whatever. Like Alex Jones put a lot of his assets in his parents' name and he had nothing, practically nothing. He owed almost nothing. And the courts saw straight through it and seized it all anyway. They took InfoWars and all of it. And you know what? If they take other people's property by accident, like his parents, for example, then that's what happens. The money goes to the people that is owed to anyway, the Sandy Hook parents. So as I was saying,
at the Alex Jones Network.
So he has the Alex Jones Network, and the judge said that he's allowed to keep that, so he can keep earning for them.
Live on X right now. They're filed in court to take real Alex Jones away. That's totally unconstitutional. The judge already said no, so they filed in other courts.
Unconstitutional? Why would that be unconstitutional? I hear you asking. The answer is because he thinks it's against slavery laws. No, not against slavery laws. Don't know where you got that. Just completely fabricated out of the ether. Nobody said that you are being enslaved by doing this or whatever. He is such a victim. He literally made somebody check out, and he's the victim here. This is from The Independent. Conspiracy theorist and right-wing media personality Alex Jones sued on Monday to challenge the sale of his InfoWars platform to the parent company satirical news outlet The Onion and the families of victims of the 2012 Sandy Hook mass attack. Jones alleged in a filing in Texas bankruptcy court on Monday that conspiratorial negotiation and agreement involving his bankruptcy trustee and a flagrantly non-compliant Frankenstein bid led to the Sandy Hook families and Global Tetrahedron, the Onion's parent company, I forgot about that, winning an auction last week for the site. Yeah, Global Tetrahedron is the evil company name that they gave to this giant conglomerate. It's just a joke. I mean, The Onion is a joke satirical website, so why not have a satirical company name, Global Tetrahedron? I love it. InfoWars went up for sale after Jones declared personal and corporate bankruptcy in 2022. He faces more than $1 billion in damages he owes to the families for defamation after claiming the Sandy Hook shooting was a hoax. Jones is filing, again, I did like another video on this subject that kind of broke the whole thing down if you want to hear all of it. I have a couple of these on my channel, so just go back and search. I might put it in the description if you're curious. I've done at least 2 videos on this subject, breaking it all down. Jones's filing on Monday alleges the winning bidders in the bankruptcy auction for InfoWars submitted an offer that only appeared more valuable than the $3.5 million bid from a company associated with his online store. He claims the Onion's bid was worth $1.75 million on its own, but managed to appear more valuable in the aggregate because the Connecticut-based Sandy Hook families agreed to forego some of the funds they'd earn from the sale. Oh, I see. Okay, I understand. Meaning a separate group of families who won a different defamation suit against Jones would receive a higher ultimate payout from the Jones estate. Okay, I understand. Global Tetrahedron hasn't publicly described the value of its bid. The Independent has contacted the Onion CEO, Ben Collins, for comment. Christopher R. Murray. All right, so this is what Jones is complaining about right now. The Sandy Hook families basically leveraged future earnings from Alex Jones's estate or whatever, leveraged that into basically a loan, to my understanding, which is what happens. I mean, that happens all the time. Companies do that. Loan on future earnings. That's welcome to capitalism. First time. Anyway, they leveraged that to get a higher bid, which is fine. That's how things work. And he's complaining that it was rigged as a result. So did nobody know what they were bidding? I'm wondering if it was, I knew it was a private bid, but did the bidders know what others were bidding? I'm curious. Like, did the Onion know they had the highest bid? Because I believe that Elon Musk was, or has stepped in, at least now he's stepped in. I believe Roger Stone was in the mix, throwing his hat in the ring, and a bunch of others. Here.
Like, by the way, Elon Musk is also the guy who publicly shamed Alex Jones for the Sandy Hook incident, said he'd never allow him back on Twitter, and now all of a sudden he's coming to his defense. Like, these people are just fucking weirdos.
Are you doing one long stream or 2 different? I asked in comments earlier, but been out, so don't have bitch fit if you have answered.
I'm not entirely sure, Bootycum. To be honest with you, I want to take a nap. I didn't really sleep much last night. I had a lot of trouble getting to sleep. And I want to take a nap. Just sleep. But I don't know. Thanks for the donation, Bootycam.
Yeah, here you go, right here. NBC News. Elon Musk's X Corp files a notice in Alex Jones InfoWars bankruptcy case. This is on NBC. This is from November 16th. Attorneys for X Corp, which I assume is Twitter, the firm established by Elon Musk to take over Twitter, filed a notice of appearance on Thursday in the bankruptcy case of Alex Jones and his InfoWars platform. The new owners of satirical news site The Onion had been declared the successful bidders for Jones' controversial platform, alongside families of the Sandy Hook massacre victims. But this week, the Texas bankruptcy judge overhearing the case voiced concerns about the transparency of the auction process and called for a new hearing to discuss those potential issues. Interesting. Okay. Well, I mean, if a judge has concerns over it, I'm totally okay with those concerns being investigated. It's like people who say, you can't ask questions about the Holocaust. Yes, you can. I ask questions all the time. Wrote a book about the thing because I had so many questions. Was Hitler an atheist? I found the answers. You know what they're really doing? They're not asking questions. They're making statements veiled as questions. You know, statements like, they didn't really kill 6 million Jews, for example. That's very similar to the situation we're facing here. This judge can ask questions about the process. Alex Jones is claiming that the judge is making statements in the process of asking questions. He's claiming the judge is saying, this was shifty, this is questionable, I don't trust anything that's happening right now, you guys are trying to get one over on this poor innocent Alex Jones. That doesn't seem like the case. I'm okay.
I know you don't be live in Cryptids VG, but I really hope one kind naps Alex Jones and eats his flesh to survive.
Well, even if cryptids don't exist, bears do. Bear could kill and eat him. You don't really need a cryptid for that. Thanks for the donation, though, Dodo. I think that's his kitty sleeping over there. It's a nice kitty. Very orange.
Okay with asking questions, really. Quote, nobody should feel comfortable with the results of the auction, end quote, Judge Christopher M. Lopez said. The X-Corp filing dated November 14th and first reported by Mother Jones does not disclose the purpose of X's appearance, other than to state the rights reserved to it as an interested party and to request all relevant documents in the case. Interesting. So Twitter basically bid on InfoWars. And if they bid on it, then it would bail Alex Jones out, basically. I don't even know why they're bothering. Like, Alex Jones is going to continue to operate anyway. Why do they care if
Can you react to Milo Wolf's take that front squats are better / same for muscle growth? Hear the video with timestamp.
Though some have argued the front squat is terrible for building muscle, I disagree. But don't take it from me. We actually have a study that compared the back squat to the front squat and measured quad.
I don't know why the hell he's looking at a study like this. They took 24 females that only trained recreationally and put them on a 12-week fucking program. And then just told them to do either back squats or front squats. What exactly does that tell you? So a bunch of weak, dumb women did front squat and back squat for 12 weeks. Oh, there wasn't much of a difference. Well, no shit. They don't have much training experience. They probably don't even really work out. They're fucking women, so they probably just go to the gym and do fucking air squats and then do a cardio machine for 30 minutes and then fuck off. I don't know what exactly that's supposed to fucking tell you. Front squats are clearly inferior to back squats. Clearly. You can't use as much weight. And that's for the same amount of repetitions and sets. If that's the case, it is going to build less muscle. And on top of that, front squats are way more physically fucking demanding. If you're doing very heavy weighted front squats, it fucks you up and just causes a lot more fatigue generally than back squats. So why in the hell would you rely on front squats as like one of your main variations? There's no point.
Squat and measure.
Like, by the way, even in Olympic lifting, there's a lot of Olympic lifters like Lasha Telekadze, arguably again one of the best weightlifters to ever live. He doesn't do much front squatting, and again, one of the reasons for it is it's just so fatiguing, and it doesn't necessarily really matter that, you know, you do front squats. You get most of the benefit from your training from back squats, and just because he has to, you know, be strong in the snatch position, he'll front squat sometimes, but there's just no point. Like, if you're training for strength or hypertrophy, why would you bother? Unless you just find that movement to be particularly fun or enjoyable because you're a masochist, or like maybe very weird, odd injuries that you have where for some reason front squats feel way better on your knees or some shit like that. There's no reason to do front squats.
Quadricep growth. The results? Both squatting variations grew the quadriceps equally well. So, if you say the front squat is terrible for muscle growth, you should probably say the back squat is terrible for muscle growth too, which it isn't.
In fact, the front squat has most of the same benefits as the high bar squat. It's highly loadable, sufficiently stable, and stretches the quadriceps, glutes, and adductors under plenty of resistance.
But it gets better. The front squat will also allow most lifters to get a bit deeper. Nearly everyone can squat a little bit deeper when holding weight anteriorly versus posteriorly. You can try it out for yourself right now if you have a dumbbell or barbell lying around. That said, the front squat may also involve more spinal extensors compared to the back squat due to the moment arms imposed upon your back. The front squat is also mad uncomfortable when you first try it. In my experience, it takes at least a month for the exercise to feel bearable. If you hate yourself, you'll love these. Low ATO.
I don't know why. That was stupid, especially the study he referenced. Recreationally trained women did the front squat and back squat, and there was no difference. Okay, that's great. Gives a shit.
Wars itself is owned by whoever. The brand is going to follow Alex Jones. Attorneys for X listed the filing did not respond to a request for comment. A lawyer representing The Onion also did not respond to a request for comment. Both Musk and Jones are known allies for President-elect Donald Trump. Musk has allowed InfoWars to broadcast on X while InfoWars' fate is in limbo. Jones has used InfoWars as a platform to promote conspiracy theories, far-right ideologies, and misinformation. He often focuses on events and social issues to sell related products like supplements and survival gear. Yeah, I know about all that. Hold on. Yeah, we already covered all that. So let's jump back to the Independent article about Alex Jones suing the families now. All right, here. Christopher Murray, the bankruptcy trustee overseeing the sale of Jones's assets, responded to the filing on Monday, painting Jones's move as a disappointed bidder's improper attempt to influence an otherwise fair and open auction process. That doesn't surprise me. That's kind of what Alex Jones has always done. Inject suspicion and questions into otherwise transparent processes. That's kind of his MO. He's always done that. Quote, at every step, the families we represent have sought to hold Jones accountable to the fullest extent of the law and to protect others from his lies, end quote. Chris Matei told the Wall Street Journal on Monday, quote, they will not be intimidated, they look forward to bringing this process to a just conclusion at the earliest possible date, end quote. That was lawyers for the Sandy Hook families. This continues on. A status conference is scheduled in the case for November 25th. The joint bid, this is a quote, the joint bid from Global Tetrahedron, which is The Onion, and the Connecticut families has been selected as the winning bid for InfoWars. So I guess The Onion and
Barking Dog, donate $2. Barking Dog. That's a pretty good dog. Thanks for the donation, Barking Dog.
And the families put money together is what happened to give the highest bid. And Alex Jones is challenging the fact that they put their money together. I mean, that's how this works. I don't understand what his complaint is here exactly. The sale is currently underway as part of the standard processes. The judge overseeing the case said last week no one should feel comfortable with the results of this auction. We're all going to have an evidentiary hearing, and I'm going to figure out exactly what happened, District Judge Christopher Lopez said in court during a status conference. I personally don't care who wins the auction. I care about process and transparency. Okay, fine. But it's really weird for him to have said that. I'm like super suspicious of the judge right now. Was he a Trump appointee? I mean, this is a civil matter, not a criminal matter, right? I mean, he's a bankruptcy court judge from the Southern District of Texas. He's appointed in 2019, went to the University of Houston and then Yale University and then University of Texas School of Law. Yeah, I don't know. I just the way that it reads to me, it feels a little suspicious.
Do you think this guy is full of shit? It seems Joe Rogan is just full on anti-Ukraine now.
The Joe Rogan experience.
Because now half of Ukraine is effectively militarily backstopped by Russia. So they have to get Europe to pass these sanctions on Russia. But the issue is a lot of these EU member states did not want to have to buy super expensive Western LNG. It would be ideal if you could simply harvest the endogenous gas supplies in Ukraine. Ukraine happens to sit on Europe's third largest unexploited natural gas resources, or the shale that can be converted. And so Burisma was a tool to be able to supplement the Western LNG with an endogenous and at-home Ukrainian alternative gas supply so that the sanctions could go through in Europe and so that Ukraine would not be reliant on Russia to have cheap natural gas. But this required Naftogaz, the state-owned Ukrainian gas company, which George Soros has been locked in a power struggle with Putin over privatization for decades. And Burisma.
Gibberish, nonsense. It's fucking Joe Rogan, dude. What do you expect? He just gets his fucking friends on to talk complete fucking utter horseshit nonsense, and yeah, it's always George Soros. Oh, George Soros. If you say George Soros, then it's true. Thanks for the donation, Gummy Gum.
What this judge is up to, but we'll see what happens. We're all going to an evidentiary hearing, and I'm going to figure out exactly what happened. Jones, in his final broadcast before the original sale, claimed, quote, the deep state Gestapo, end quote, was conspiring to shut down his broadcasts. Oh my God, dude. Lawyers for X, which reinstated Jones' account on the platform in December, notified the trustees in the case they were reserving their rights regarding the sale of Jones' account on the social media site. You know, the fact that he says the deep state Gestapo is like really disgusting. My brother, when I was little, he used to say, we used to play Monopoly together all the time. And we had this tab system that we operated. We got to the point where all the properties were owned. They were all maxed out. They had like, you know, all of the hotels on everything. It was actually Star Wars Monopoly. So it was spaceports on everything. Anyway, we had a tab system where if I like didn't have the money to pay him, then he would put it on my tab. And when he rolled around to my side of the board, you know, we'd add it to his tab, and it literally like never stopped. Like the game never stopped. Anyway, my brother used to say, I'm getting to a point here, just bear with me. My brother used to say, now if you pass this, no matter what you roll, you got to hit the Gestapo over here. Because it was so like, it was like he controlled such a large area. The Gestapo, that was the first time I'd ever heard the term Gestapo before. I wrote this whole book, Was Hitler an Atheist? Give it a read if you're interested. Amazon and Audible. Also, owenmorgan.com if you want a signed copy. Anyway, I wrote about the Gestapo length in this, and it was basically like it was a Nazi organization, kind of like the FBI, that on the surface operated with the intent to protect people from terrorist attacks, just like the FBI does, you know, investigating domestic terrorists and stuff. But the Gestapo took it a step further and started like investigating anybody that was oppositional to the state at all. Anybody that said anything bad about the Nazi party or whatever, they were investigated by the Gestapo. And they created this denouncement program where anybody could denounce anybody else. They could just report them to the Gestapo, to their local police department or whatever, and the Gestapo would investigate. It became so common, it was so normalized intentionally, that students started denouncing their teacher for giving too much homework, even. Like anything that anybody would do that could even be possibly perceived as a little bit subversive in any way, shape, or form would be reported to the Gestapo. And believe it or not, they investigated every single denouncement, every single one, even the ones for too much homework. When the Allies took Germany, they found this gigantic filing room full of 12 million denouncement records. There were about 60 million people, women, children, babies, adults, old people, everybody. 60 million or so people in Germany. And of those 60 million, about 12 million had records of a denouncement of some sort. Should give you some context for roughly how widespread the Nazi Party was. About 15% of the population was Nazi. Somewhere in the range of how big MAGA is today, I would say, in the US. Anyway, so the Gestapo would investigate every single case. They'd go to the school, they'd ask the students,
Please watch Dexter if you haven't seen it yet. It is one of my favorite series and I'm sure you would love it.
Get me out of here!
Yell all you want, no one's gonna hear you.
I like the idea of Dexter, but the show itself is boring. I'm never gonna watch it. It just ain't happening. Thanks for the donation though, Sokiyashi. I'm not muted right now. And yeah, I know that I muted myself. I was talking on the phone, stupid.
You know, they'd ask the teachers who were the best students, who were the worst. They'd talk to the teacher's coworkers who was denounced. I mean, some people get up to 5 denouncements per day, teachers and everything. One teacher made a super basic joke that was just, it was kind of a self-deprecating joke about the Nazi Party. It wasn't even like a bad joke. It was just self-deprecating. That's it. And they were denounced and they lost their job. And since they couldn't work, they were sent to a camp because people that were unemployed long-term were sent to camps to act as slave labor. Anyway, that's what the Gestapo was. They tapped phones. They listened into conversations. They'd put their ear up to a cup that was pushed up against walls, and they would listen to people's personal conversations in the privacy of their own home. They would tap phones, and if somebody answered their phone, hello, rather than Heil Hitler, they would get a visit from the Gestapo. And the visits from the Gestapo weren't always to arrest you. Sometimes they were just to intimidate. Like Martin Niemöller, the leader of the opposition to the Nazis in the Protestant church. Martin Niemöller was arrested 5 or 6 different times. Well, not arrested, detained. They came to his house and picked him up between 1935 and 1937. They picked him up and kept him for a day or two. They investigated him. They questioned him, interrogated, and then they release him, and he'd go back to what he was doing, you know, hold his church service or whatever. And that was like the end of it, until one day when it wasn't the end of it, when they picked him up for that final time and they took him to the concentration camp permanently. So anyway, the point is the Gestapo was brutal and ugly and controlled everything and everybody. And, you know, people were afraid to go out to bars because if somebody heard them saying something that could even be perceived as oppositional to the Nazi movement, they'd be denounced by somebody else in the bar. Nazism could not be debated in public.
The government can't do that. That's slavery. That's illegal. You can't force someone to work.
That's true. Thanks for the donation, Dodo. Dry Asshole donated $2. Capture the flag. Or sorry, capture the falg. Alright, maybe I'll play that later. I don't know what a falg is, though. Appreciate the donation, dude.
Communism was also extremely brutal in Germany at the time. Evil. Just really, really bad. I mean, I don't know about modern day communism. That's a different thing. But at the time, it was bad. But in Germany, it could be debated. People could talk about it. They could hold public debates and talk about the merits of communism or whatever. For a while, anyway. And nothing would happen to them. Like, they wouldn't go to jail over it or whatever. You can't debate Nazism. And as a result, it was an incoherent ideology. It didn't really make any sense. There was no cohesive set of beliefs that fit together cleanly. If people talked negatively in any way about Nazism at a bar, they'd be denounced. And that was the fear. So what is Alex Jones really describing here exactly? He says, quote, the deep state Gestapo is conspiring to shut down his broadcasts. Brother, if it's the Gestapo, they don't have to conspire to shut down shit. They're going to shut it down. Simple as that. They didn't need to go through these legal loopholes. They would shut it down. Anyway, he is a perpetual victim, is the point, and convinced that everybody is out to get him and him personally. And he's using words that he shouldn't be using. Like Gestapo, it is an offense to the innocent Jehovah's Witnesses and Roma, previously called Gypsies, and Jews, and hell, communists, and disabled people, mentally and otherwise. It's an offense to those people to claim the Gestapo's after you. Now, if I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you're unaware, Alex Jones would be on the side of the Gestapo. It was a right-wing populist movement, exactly like Alex Jones' movement is, in the exact same ways. Alex Jones would be on the side of the Nazis. Alex Jones's media network is not quite as bad as Der Stürmer, which means the stormer, basically. It was like a media outlet that existed, like a newspaper, a Nazi newspaper at the time that was run independently, but the Der Stürmer editor or owner or whoever it was, he was at the Nuremberg trials because of all the damage that he did. Lie about people, target them, make all kinds of insane claims. And he sparked Nazi extremism. Like he claimed, for example, that there was this thing where if a mammal mates with another mammal, then the DNA from the male mammal stays in the female mammal in perpetuity forever. And any child that the female has from that moment forward will have the DNA of the male mammal, which means if you've ever been married to a Jew, slept with a Jew, or non-Aryan specifically, or whatever, been in a relationship with one at all, you're non-Aryan and you don't deserve to live. So anyway, that is effectively what Alex Jones is. He is the editor of Der Stürmer, the modern day Der Stürmer. He spreads conspiracy theories, demonizes groups of people, backs up the right-wing extremists, and spreads right-wing populism all over the place in the exact same way that Hitler did. Only difference is that he doesn't feel that it's quite socially acceptable yet to come out openly as a racist against any particular group. Like Hitler was a racist against Jews and black people and others. Alex Jones isn't openly racist against them, but he does say deeply racist things. So he isn't saying, I hate black people, for example. He's not burning crosses on people's lawns, but he's helping the people that do.
Pretty come to tellers think you need an energy drink. Well, that's good, because I'm drinking one right now. Thanks for the donation, Bootycum. I also just need a nap. I really just need to sleep. I don't know why I couldn't sleep last night. It's fucking annoying.
Nigga, you don't understand. You have to watch Dexter in order to free you inner darkness. Just let it go. No need to be afraid, man.
I'm not gonna bother watching Dexter because it's a boring real people show, and there aren't any girls who bend over and spread their ass cheeks for the camera, so, why would I bother watching it? Thanks for the donation though, Sokiyashi. Fuck. Go into pairing mode, you bitch. Damn it. There we go. What's layers of fear? It's only like $2. Okay.
Yay 99% of all dramas are boring and are all the same thing, even the good ones I can't watch because of the long ass story arcs. It's doing a homework assignment trying to watch them.
Yeah, I agree, Dodo. It's definitely true. Thanks for the donation, Dodo. Shinobi, latent skill. So... do I not have to pee on the poo-poo anymore? Yes, this is a platformer, just like Sonic the Hedgehog. Ah, damn it.
We burning this temple next, boss? No, leave it. Go on to the next one. But if there's any offerings, we could give them to Lord Juzo. Enough! We don't take from Buddha. How many times do I have to tell you before it sinks into your... Please, don't get in. I'm sorry, my school.
Shinobi axe. There we go. What the fuck? What a load of horse shit. Oh yeah, these faggots. Oh right. That's what the shinobi axe is for. Is there a save point anywhere? We need the stupid shinobi axe to I don't know why there are these big monster chickens here, but there are. These are very large chickens. Is there literally no save point? Like, I literally just have to go back? Oh my god. I have no idea if you can... I don't think you can just equip it. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to go to the thing. Where was that save point? I can't even remember. Is there a fucking map? No, I haven't beaten the game.
I found one.
A shinobi tool?
Yes.
I said before that your prosthetic arm was a fang. But by fitting shinobi tools to your arm, you'll be able to change the form of that fang. Thick shields, break them into splinters. Swift foes, bring them down from afar. Fitting more devices means more ways to slay your enemies. If there's someone that needs killing, there's a proper way to kill them. That's all there is to it.
Seems you know this prosthetic very well.
I should calm myself. The more I speak of bloodshed, the more demonic my sculptures will become. Give it ear. I'll fit that tool for you.
Oh, so I had it the whole time. I didn't even realize. That boss fight I had before would have been way fucking easier. Why the fuck didn't he give me the thing the last time I fucking talked to him? Jesus Christ, that's annoying. I literally visited the temple before I fought that boss. What the fuck? Thoughts on full body twice a week. You're probably not going to be able to do enough training in that short period of time. Ah, damn it. Okay, well, I guess we're, gonna have to redo that. What is this fucking horseshit? Like, I don't get it. What is... I'm very confused. I unlocked a skill, but I can't equip it? Why? Why would it let me unlock it? Like, I have these two skills that apparently I can't fucking use. I don't know... Can you? Every fucking time I try to do the Makiri counter, where you step on somebody, does it only work with spears? It says enemy thrust attacks. It doesn't say it only works against spears. Yeah, and didn't I test it out on the guy at the home base thing? And it worked against him, but whenever I fucking do it, like in the actual game, it just won't work. Oh my god. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fucking asshole. Bro, those archers can like literally suck my dick. It's just the most bullshit, cheap fucking crap in the entire game. Great, yeah. Suck it, Grandma. Just suck it. I hate the archers. Like, go fuck yourself, you know? Where the fuck even are they? There's... Like, do they jump on the stupid roof once everybody's alerted? Or is there just the two there that are dickheads? I donate $2. Have you seen Dune? The new Dune is very good. I saw the first one. The first one sucked. Apparently the second one was worse, so I didn't bother seeing it. What in the fuck? Oh my god, I hate that! The archers are just so fucking annoying, dude. It's unreal how irritating they are. I don't know. Just... Like, by the way, this gay-ass move that I have, where you twirl around like a little ballerina, sometimes it just doesn't work, and it'll just do a completely different move. Don't know if any of them would see me if I attack that one guy. Oh shit. And then it worked. It just suddenly decided to work. Oh, great. Stupid fucking archer. Oh, what in the fuck? Eat shit. Wow! Fucking dickhead. Should be getting close to one of the fucking shrines. Yeah, there we go. Holy shit. Oh no. Fucking archers. Oh good, more archers. Sure. Fuck you. Literally, fuck you. That is just bullshit. That's fucking horseshit. Like, yeah, have long-range fucking enemies, and then you have no long-range weapons. Asshole. Absolute dickhead. I think this is the boss fight here. We're coming up very soon. Where the hell do I go? feel like there should be a save point around here. Did I miss something? I don't know. I love how you need that one weapon to kill the stupid enemy. Oh my god. There it is. Okay. Pretty sure the boss fight's like right here, so I will rest, rejuvenate everything. What do I rate Sekiro on a scale of 1 to 10? I don't know. It's hard to say. The game's kind of annoying in a lot of ways. Like, it's fairly janky. I remember I had to do this boss fight a fair number of times until I beat him. There's ridiculous. Oh, shit. You wanna fuck yourself? Oh my god. I don't know how I'm still getting fucked by some of these, like, common enemies. Give me a break. What in the shit? Oh my god, the archer! Yeah, there they go. There they go with their fucking bow and arrows. That is so bullshit. That is so fucked. I blocked it! This game is just cheap. I swear. There's some weird shit that happens with the game where it will not input your parries. What in the fuck? Fuck right off. Oh yeah, I could get this guy to help me.
My Lord each letter. Hear me! My day is not coming! I storm with Athena and they claim this land!
What in the fuck? This game's brilliant.
This is the last. 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 This is the last.
I have no idea if they follow you across the river. That'd be annoying if they did.
Tougher, my lord. Hear me! My name is not coming Mesa! I strong with the Ashina when they claim this land!
Oh no. Oh no. Oh god. He's got that weird poison thing now. Damn it. How did I hurt? I literally brushed up against the fucking wall and I lost that much fucking health? Are you kidding me?
Done for my lord. Hear me! My name is not coming Mesa! I strong with the Ashina when they claim this land!
Oh my god. Great.
done for my Lord. Allah! Hear me! My name is Nogami Gensa! I stormed Ashina when they claimed this land!
Great. Great. Damn it. Oh my god. Ah, damn it. Fuck. Oh, I've got another resurrection. Thank fuck. Aw, give me a break. There's no way... He didn't hit me. Why am I... Why do I have some, poisoning? Ah, oh, damn it. Fuck. I got fairly close there. Yeah, when he sprays his, fucking alcohol shit, I dodge it, and it still fucking harms me. I don't know if he's weak to fire. Maybe I should try the other, Shinobi tool on him.
Done for my Lord Master. Allah! Hear me! My name is Nogami Gensa! I stormed Ashina when they claimed this land!
Distract that dipshit. That's cool. Oh my god. What? Oh! That is so stupid! Yeah, the lock-on just stopped working. Oh my god! That is cheap! I got stuck on the fucking rock! That is actually fucking cheap. Oh. Damn it. Okay, that was just bad timing. Shit. Ah, fuck. What the fuck? It literally is not inputting some of my parries. It just literally isn't sometimes. Well, I'm making progress, doing better than I was before. I think he does have some weakness to fire. Looks like I was doing a bit of damage. So I'll keep using that fire shinobi thing that I got.
Done for a bite? No better. Hear me! My name is Lokami Gensa! I stormed Akira when they played
There we go again. How did I get fucking poisoned? Oh no! Oh no! There we go again. Oh my god! I almost had him in the thing. Almost. I just noticed I'm starting with only 7 of those.
The best anti-vegan argument I've ever heard has to be bacon toe. How do you even respond to that?
Well, there are cannibal tribes in Africa that call human beings long pig. So, guess we should turn some people into bacon. Thanks for the donation, Cam.
Done for my lord left. Hear me! My name is Gummy Gensa! But they claim this land!
Oh, that's bullshit. That didn't fucking stun him. Great. Damn it! Oh my god, how? I don't know. Now I'm starting off with no fucking talismans. And I need those to be able to kill the one stupid enemy type. Okay, I won't bother using the fire on the guy just to save those dumb things. Oh my god, fuck you!
Duffer, my lord.
I don't know if there's any other way to kill them without the shinobi axe. Great. Exactly what I wanted to do. Oh my god! Alright. One down. Fuck! Oh shit, he's doing a double. Oh shit. Damn it. Oh no! Yes, I got to revive. Thank fuck. Oh my god. Oh. We did it. Thank fuck we did it.
Of owl, I saw a dreadful vision. It was pouring out more and more. It wouldn't stop
Why are we playing the sexist game? Please turn it off.
The young master
True.
is in the
Why aren't women fighting and shit? Why do men have to do everything?
so he's probably fine, but you never know. The young master might need you, Rogue Shinobi. Go to him, will you?
You, the young masters. I wouldn't go in there if I were you. Dreadful illusion techniques. Without a snap seed, it cannot be overcome. Take this. It's not much, but it's what I have.
What the fuck? Okay, I guess. Illusion techniques. Oh, is this where you fight that woman who's super hard to kill? Why does it say locked? Is there something I'm missing? Okay. People just like to fuck with you in this game. What am I supposed to do here? I used the snap seed. I don't know. I have no idea why people make these. Very helpful, thank you. Do it one more time and...
Good evening, vegan guys. From a warm and sunny Adelaide.
Hello. Thanks for the donation, jackass. Go fuck yourself. I don't get it. How did he go through? What? What area are we in? Sekiro walkthrough. I have no idea. Ashina outskirts, Harados Gate, abandoned dungeon, Senpu Temple. It's Harados. Yeah, Lady Butterfly. Okay, I'm gonna have to... Harados State. Beat that guy. Step carefully inside in the darkened halls. There are still bandits. Archer. Look at the wall at the end of the passage with a painting and hug the wall to reveal a secret shinobi revolving door which leads to a secret room inside here. There are many untouched spoils. Hidden temple key. Return to the bamboo thicket slope and find Owl at the main hall entrance to get it.
Arts you can equip. You're going to plus. The sculptor will bestow upon you the prosthetic arts skill tree, or is an.
Okay, that is. Past the bamboo thicket slope, sculptor's idol. Take the path all the way up to the... So I have to go back? Oh my god. Apparently there's a secret room here. Bamboo thicket slope. So... what the fuck was I supposed to do again? I gotta take a shit. Fuck. Wrong tab. Take the path all the way up the slope and across the bridge to the burning estate, and you will find Owl amid the fires. He will give you the item. I don't know about y'all, but that sounds gay as fuck. Okay, past the bridge. So I gotta pass the bridge. Is there a... what in the fuck? God damn it. Wow, really? Oh, that is so untrue. Burning estate. Owl will be there to give it to you. How did I not see this?
Father. It's you. I'm afraid
I don't know how I didn't see that.
Made a bit of a blunder. Perhaps the years have finally caught up with me.
Don't bother tending to my wounds, no point.
How is this guy so massive? He's like literally a giant.
Wolf, you must take this.
This is
the key. You're good.
Okay, hidden temple key.
Understood? Then we'll move.
I don't know how the hell I did not see that. And how in the hell do we... Oh, yeah. No! Well, at least it doesn't kill you outright, which is nice. You know, maybe I should actually go back, because good likelihood I'll just die or something. Can you go back? I don't know if you can reach. Fuck, I should have just backtracked. That might have been dumb. You gotta be. Oh my god. Eat shit.
Listen.
Literally eat shit. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to play GTA 6 when it comes out, because it's going to come out on console, and I'm not sure if I'm interested in playing it on console. Might just wait for the PC port.
Father? Mother? The butterflies. Everyone is gone.
My lord. Illusion technique.
It's been a long time. son of Owl.
This is a really hard boss.
Butterfly. Leave us.
Who are...
Do what must be done.
Yes.
Now then, son of Owl, shall we dance?
Lady Butterfly.
Ah, shit.
You'll die and die yourself, boy.
Fuck. Fuck.
Impressive, boy. Lose yourself in my illusion. Now we're having fun, boy.
Oh, that's what they're for.
You're surprisingly skilled, son of Owl.
Damn it. Fuck. Damn it, I'm out of snap peas. Oh no. What the fuck? Damn it. No. Oh my god, I was so close. I think you might have to beat her 3 times. I can't remember. Okay, let's get the snap peas maybe. Oh. Maybe the guy will just give us more snap peas.
Listen, I tried.
No, he doesn't give us more snap peas. Fuck. Okay, let's beat this bitch. Ah. Damn it. We're not off to the best start. Damn it. Fuck you. That was really bad. I don't know how the fuck I did worse the second time. Eat shit. What? I dodged that.
Impressive, boy. In that case, lose yourself in my illusion. Oh, don't mind me. I'll be watching from up here.
No. bitch. You're a bitch, you're a bitch.
Listen.
Brown rice causes suffocation, apparently. Don't recall ever suffocating from eating brown rice.
Impressive, boy.
Shit.
You're surprisingly skilled, son.
No! How cheap is that? Yeah, have projectiles that come from off fucking screen. Brilliant. Damn it. That was stupid.
Stop spamming the chat with anti-vegan nonsense, Joe's new and the arm not vegan but.
Alright, well thanks for that nation piece of shit.
Listen.
Almost got this fucking cunt. Almost. Wow, we're not doing well now. Damn it.
Lose yourself in my illusions. Now we're having fun.
What a load of horse shit. What? Oh my god. Yeah, there we go. The camera killed me. What? Like, when you lock on to the enemy, why would you want it to stay locked on? Just let it go. Have the camera do a weird loop-de-loop. Fuck. No! Yeah, oh my god, I keep forgetting about that. The stupid off-screen projectiles she uses the first time you hit her after the illusions. Great, great, great. Great! Oh yes, here we go. Projectiles you can't see. Here they come. Where? I've almost fucking got her, too. Almost got you, bitch. Ah. I don't know if I have to kill her again. That might be it. Hell yeah.
behalf. I cannot throw away such loyalty. Loyal wolf, take my blood and live again.
Did I ever play the game Onimusha 3? I have a bit of an interesting story with that. So I played Onimusha 2, liked it. It was kind of like Resident Evil, but, you know, samurai swords, and for the time the graphics were really good and shit, like that game. Then Onimusha 3 was coming out. And I would try to make my own money, by the way. I would go around, like, my neighborhood, and I would walk for miles, going door to door, asking for money to mow people's lawns. And I would offer $5. And over weeks and weeks, I saved up money. I think I had $200 saved up. Then Onimusha 3 comes out, and my mom wouldn't let me buy the fucking game because she said, you need to learn how to save your money and, like, invest in your future. And I don't know what the fuck she was thinking, because I was, like, 12 years old or some shit? What exactly am I gonna save up for other than fucking video games? Like, I'm not gonna be able to buy a car anytime fucking soon. And I never ended up getting that fucking game. Dude, that made me so fucking mad, like you can't fucking believe. I literally wanted to fucking kill her.
Oh, I see you've acquired something quite interesting. A mechanical barrel. It's a mechanism that can serve as the very core of the prosthetic. Hand it here. I'll fit it to the arm for you.
What difference does the barrel make?
With a versatile base such as this, I can use various purifying agents to further hone that fang of yours.
Purifying agents?
Purifying agents are materials that can be used together with the barrel. Things like gunpowder and scrap metal. So if you find something of that sort, be sure to bring it my way. Ask Emma about the rest.
Sculptor.
I don't need your concern. I'm not normal, you see. No mere dragon rot will kill me.
Have you seen the sculptor lately?
Yes. He's...
All I know is what Dogen told me long ago, that the dragon's heritage can bestow the power of resurrection. However, it is not any ordinary power. Repeated use leads to stagnation, which will eventually reach a point where it overflows. This causes those who do not have the power to become sick, a disease known as dragon rot. He knew much about it, but even so, he was unable to determine a cure. Forgive me.
Is there a way to treat this dragon rot?
I do not know. However, it must be stopped. I am unsure. But the first step is to
I'm
look through my
probably
mentor's
going
research
to
and
stream
see if I
later.
can discover a way.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Yay, more attack power. It's always a good thing. Okay, I think we'll end things there. I'll be on later tonight. I think I'll start the stream at like 8 or something. I just want to, take a shit, maybe try to have a nap and get some sleep because I barely slept last night. And then, do some normal stream, reacting to stuff, and then we'll probably play some more Sekiro or something later. But big thanks to everybody who donated in Streamlabs. Appreciate it. I'll see you in a few hours. Take care.